In this video, I wanted to demonstrate how in Moovila, you're able to very easily see all of your resources and actually how much work they have on their plate. So in the case of Brad here, we're actually looking at how much work he has on his plate by week here, the week of May 12th and 19th, 19th to the 26th, and so on and so forth there. You can also see for Kevin, Kyle, Mike, and Paula, the same thing by week and all of that work, again, that's on their plate for those weeks down the line. We can also look at this by month, by day, by quarter. You can have custom date parameters as well and a different layout at the top there also for each one of those date ranges. So you can sort of zoom out and zoom in on those team members' capacity. Another thing to note is that I did a recent video on updating start and due dates in Moovil and how easily we make that automation within our system. So a point to note here is that now because we have correct start and due dates in all of those tickets within our project schedules and timelines, we're now able to see and trust that this data is actually accurate, right? So knowing when who is working on what, and again, being able to compile that data and now look at by week and see where they're falling on that weekly capacity here of, in this case, Brad's of 30 hours. What we can also do in this view is actually drill down into that data. So in this case here, Brad's a person and a half over his capacity this week of the 19th to the 26th. I can actually drill into that data, see which projects he's working on. And then if I want to do some load balancing and maybe reassign this Scranton onboarding to someone else, what we can do is just click on Brad's name. We'll match his resource type as well as any skills defined, and then actually give you the person with the most capacity to take on that work, which in this case is going to be Kyle. So in this case, again, we can just drag and drop Kyle onto that Scranton onboarding, click save here. That'll reassign those tickets to Kyle and Moovila as well as back in HaloPSA. And then we can start to do is actually go back and say, okay, did that put too much work on Kyle's plate? Did that take enough off Brad's plate in this case? But really giving you the ability to go in and move resources around and start to do that load balancing and get that utilization more in line with that weekly capacity here in this case. What we can also do is look at the work remaining by resource type as well. So seeing for actual, your project managers, how much work they have on their plates by week, where they start to free up, as well as your engineers, same thing. So seeing down the line that they actually free up June 16th to the 23rd, as well as the 23rd to the 30th. Now you can actually go in here and make sure that sales is conveying that and setting the expectations up front with clients for when they can actually take on new work. You can also plan and actually communicate to sales, hey, this is when we can actually, start to kick off new projects because our engineers are freeing up, our project managers are freeing up, and we actually have that capacity to take on that work. As a services organization, you have to have both accuracy and precision regarding the volume of work your team has on their plates next week, month, and quarter. So you're maximizing your utilization and not creating resource bottlenecks that can then in turn impact customer experience, employee satisfaction, and your top and bottom line. That's a true problem Perfect Project solves for your MSP. Thanks so much for watching.